If it is but mistakes somewhere related to other kind of wrong answer, those grievances were considered and marks were given pro rata.
Some questions were considered, but not all. The questions that we have raised in this petition have not been considered. So those mistakes are not corrected. That's why we have come before this
The
honorable
other
court.
day you shown that in English answer is this, in Hindi answer is this, and in Gujarati answer is
Yes,
this.
yes,
But then I also pointed out that A and B are two different things.
yes. So both cannot
And
be right in English and Hindi as well.
the question is, when this petition is being examined, no relief can be granted to you.
So, my lords, I will show certain orders. First, I'll just complete the chronology of events. And if my lords are hearing this matter, finally, we'll also show the
Frankly,
questions.
today will not be possible for the reason that I have to dictate order in some other matter which is kept reserved. But
My lords,
prima facie, your grievance is considered by them to some extent merely because you are falling short by 1 or 2 marks. That is not a reason to carry out the entire exercise de novo.
my lords, we'll show 3 to 4 questions. We are not saying that the entire exercise be considered de novo. Our grievance is that this is a gateway to public recruitment as far as teachers' eligibility test is concerned. If only if the candidates clear this examination, they'll be permitted to participate in the recruitment process for the post of Vidya Sahayak. Now we are short of 1 or 2 marks, or we could not clear the examination. So we will not be in a position to participate in the recruitment process. So if tomorrow there is an order which is passed in our favor that yes, there are 3 questions, 4 questions, or 5 questions.
Process is usually on the merit only. There is no process like interview and anything.
No, my lords. Only on the basis of allocation of marks, weightage is given to the
Right?
yes.
25%, 50%,
Yes,
that is
yes.
what you have
Yes,
stated in this.
yes, yes.
So once you are allowed to appear in that examination, it means nothing remains. If you fall within merit, you will be appointed.
No, my lords. So I will not be, my lords, may kindly see the advertisement that I have produced at page number 164 of the civil application. Just once, my lords, may kindly
Yes,
see.
I'll consider
Yes.
first. Allow me to store everything. What?
Yes, yes. So, my lords, when I filed this petition, my challenge was twofold. First, challenge to the answer key to the limited extent that certain questions which ought to have been corrected or given grace marks, or more than one option ought to have been given correct, is not considered. That was my first grievance, and consequent correction in the result. That was my second prayer. Now, pending the petition, after this honorable court issued notice, they have issued an advertisement dated 1st April 2026.
Every examination, every result will be questioned by thousands of people now. It has become a trend.
Yes.
Therefore, it has to be stopped somewhere.
Or indulgence can be granted, but
no repeated indulgence.
so, my lords, this is not a mercy petition that because I am short of 1 or 2 marks should be given to me. I will explain to this honorable court that why I am saying that the process is not undertaken properly by the respondent authorities. Now, on 1/4/2026, they have issued an advertisement inviting applications for the candidates who have cleared TET-1 examination and other criteria. They may be allowed to participate in the recruitment process. I will not be permitted to fill the form for this recruitment process because I have failed in the examination.
And passing this examination is precondition.
Yes, my lords, it's a precondition. Therefore, if tomorrow I am not allowed to participate, grave injustice would be caused to me because my right to public employment would be foreclosed as far as the post of Vidya Sahayak is concerned.
No, next year will be eligible.
But my lords,
these exams are being taken every year.
My lords, they are not being taken every year. And I believe this examination is being conducted after more than 5 years. So it is
5 years.
Yes. So it's not that they are taking this examination every year. So tomorrow, even if they issue another recruitment process, which I doubt.
By then, some of you may
Yes.
be age barred.
Yes, my lords.
That
So that is the yes.
Yes. Forget maintainability. Maintainability objection is overruled. I will not consider. I will consider it, and if you want, I will deal with it in my order. What about merit? Have you filed the reply? What is your reply? What about the fact that if this examination is conducted after 5 years, then why they should not be allowed to participate? That petition is pending. Petition is not yet rejected, subject to final outcome of petition. Suppose if they succeed in this petition, whatever harm that may be done to them would have been done by then. Mr. Gupta, I fail to understand why your approach is so rigid every time. You mean state, not Mr. Gupta. If a person, see, first, the papers are set in absolute casual manner. You show me one exam wherein you have not received or you have not cancelled a single answer. There are complaints about proofreading. There are complaints about correct answers. Every time you have changed something, meaning thereby that there is some element of correctness in their grievance. Right? I don't blame anyone. But at the same time, if your mistakes can be seen as a human error, then why a chance should not be given to them? If they give an undertaking that even if they succeed in the exam, until and unless this petition is decided in their favor, they will not claim appointment. Will it not balance the equities? You want this exam to be passed. Suppose if at the end of the day, they succeed in this exam, say few of them, right? In that case, they will not face the question of age bar. They will not have to move from pillar to post to seek employment. And ultimately, which is the biggest problem, one of the biggest problems that the nation is facing today? Unemployment. If these persons are meritorious, if in the past it is demonstrated and you have accepted that there were certain errors in framing the question or in proofreading, or the same question was asked in a different way, in a different medium, that cannot be attributed to them. They cannot be faulted for that. So how you will be prejudiced if they are allowed to appear? You will have to answer this question only as far as this petition is concerned. What conduct? Have they indulged into any unfair practice? Are they criminals?
No.
Then what conduct?
There was a time frame to do everything. They are not adhered to the timeline.
Forget it. Ultimately, that is something who is going to get the requisite number of teachers. તમારી જગ્યા કેટલી જગ્યા હતી as per advertisement,
11,000.
right? As against that, how many you are getting? જેટલી તમારી જગ્યાઓ છે એનાથી 500 પણ વધારે ઉમેદવાર થઈ જતા હોય તો I understand that you may have some opposition. Secondly, so long as this petition is pending, if it is not decided in their favor, you are not going to appoint them. I'm going to make it clear in my order. So they will have to see that this petition is allowed. They will have to make out a case for allowing the petition.
Okay.
It may take 2 months, it may take 2 years. But at the same time, they must know that in case if they succeed in this petition, they are going to get the appointment. That will at least give them some ease as far as the stress about what if the next advertisement is published after 5 years. What if by that time I become age barred? At least those stress can be taken care of. Am I passing an order that you will have to start paying salary, irrespective of outcome of this petition, provisional appointment be given to them? This is a non-adversarial litigation. Then what objection you can have against interim order, at least allowing them to participate? Assume that allowing them to participate means if number of vacancies is more than the number of candidates available, then everyone is going to get the job. Looking to the weightage. But then that is the requirement. As per your own advertisement, we are having a shortfall of around 11,000 number of teachers. Suppose if out of the 600 petitioners, only 200 succeed in passing this exam on account of decision, for the time being, you may consider that this petition is allowed and 200 persons are held eligible. Then at least immediately, without wasting any further time for publishing any advertisement or going for any recruitment process, you will have a pool of 200 teachers who is readily available to be appointed, subject to your right of appeal. And how that is going to create any adverse situation for state? See, I am not the one who is before court will get a chance. Such directions cannot be in RAM. No problem. I'll give you, but be mindful of the fact that day after tomorrow would be the last day. That is first thing. And second, assume that the instruction is negative, that no, we can't do it, because no one is going to take the blame on their own. So the instruction that is usually given is let the court do whatever court wants to do. It can take that instruction now. This is not about appointment. This is only about participation. I understand the moment any order related to appointment is filed, that will create an irreversible situation whereby you will have to pay the salary, you will have some financial burden. Yes. Mr. Vyas and Ms. Bhatt, you are seeking participation only.
Yes, only permission to submit the forms. And it may be kept in sealed cover as well.
Naturally, even if it is declared, I want an undertaking from each of this petitioner that mere participation, even if you fall within the merit, will not create any right of being appointed.
That is bound to be.
Yes.
Till this petition is
But
disposed of.
my lords may pass that order, that no equities will be created.
That I am going to take care.
Please.
But I want a positive undertaking from your side as well. Because as on date, you are failed.
Yes,
So unless you are agreeable to give that undertaking, and I'll record that statement that you are going to give that undertaking, then and then only this order will be passed.
they'll give that undertaking before the board, my lord.
Before board, no problem.
Yes.
Within some reasonable time, I'll
Yes.
say a month, 15 days,
Please.
whatever is the reasonable time. But the one who fails to give undertaking, even if he succeeds, will not be eligible to get appointment. પૂછી જુઓ તમે અત્યારે. I am not creating any burden on state. But at the same time, if they succeed in this petition, see, recruitment and retirement are recurring process. Suppose if this petition remains pending for 6 months, within 6 months, at least if you consider only 100 teachers getting retired every month, then also 6 મહિનામાં 500 જણા તો retire થશે ને. You will have to fill up those vacancies. If you have 200 or 300 teachers in excess or readily available for appointment, qualified teachers, you can straightway, if they succeed in this petition, you can pass appointment orders for them. That is not going to affect anyone. That is not going to give any guarantee to them that they will be appointed. But they will have a satisfaction that we are allowed to participate. And our grievance is seriously being examined. And suppose if we succeed, we have a fair chance of appointment. No problem, tomorrow.
Yes.
I just wanted to pass an order today for the reason that suppose if you are not agreeable to that, you can challenge it tomorrow. If I hear the matter tomorrow and pass some order, that will not give any time to either side to challenge that order. No problem, tomorrow at 11. You also may file an affidavit. Each of the petitioner is ready and willing to give an undertaking that they will not seek any appointment, even if they succeed, till this petition is decided in their favor. If
Please,
they
ma'am.
fail, then there is no
No
question of
question.
appointment.
Please, Manoj.
Okay.
Right, tomorrow at 11.
We'll file an affidavit of
Any one
one petitioner,
petitioner.
Lord,
On each petition.
in each petition.
In, please.
And representative, the way the affidavit is filed by one petitioner.
Yeah.
Right?
Please, ma'am.
काले आप लोग को order लिखा हुआ है.
Please, fine.
Daily Board serial number 5, Mr.